Going live.
Excellent. Ooh.
Good morning, Instagram.
Hello, guys.
Facebook.
Surprise.
YouTube.
Today's not Monday.
Hang on.
Wait, is today Monday?
Hold the
I've
phone.
lost count.
Hold the phone. Hang on a minute.
Today
Sunday
is Sunday.
Sorry, Instagram. This is really dark for some reason.
And it's crooked.
And it's crooked.
Oh, well, where are you going with
Instagram
that?
always has the...
Why are you...
That's not how we do it.
Hi, guys.
Matthew's like, Christina, what are you doing?
What's happening?
Right
What are you doing?
I just thought that the light, like with the...
No.
Oh, okay. That's apparently not how it works.
And I do want to do this.
Good morning.
Right. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
YouTube. Sorry.
All right.
There we go. No, didn't work.
No, it's not dark. It's fine.
Oh, that's better. Okay, well, Instagram.
Just go like this. There we go.
Welcome to the Nursing Show.
There we go.
Ask us anything.
Hi, guys. Now we're ready. Okay.
Officially official.
It is Sunday. It is not Monday. But anyway, welcome to the Nursing School Show. Ask us anything. We decided, you know what? We're going to go live today.
Who doesn't like a live on a Sunday?
And we're just going to randomly go live. So
let's do it. Hey, Barbara!
Hi.
Welcome.
So there's a couple of reasons. Well, a couple of reasons, yeah, that we wanted to go live. I think probably the biggest one. I don't know. My mind, it's the biggest one. We'll see. But
I just come along for the ride.
Yeah.
I just like being here.
Our membership is officially open.
Boom! Was that dramatic enough? That was kind of fun. Let's do that again.
All right. Ready?
It's
open!
Oh,
sorry. We didn't. Okay.
It's open.
It's open.
The Nursing SOS membership community is open for enrollment,
if
friends.
you want to join,
boom.
Go ahead. Go to
NursingSchoolOfSuccess.com/join. And you can get in right now.
And you can get in right now.
Only until Friday, though. So please do not email me Friday night or Saturday and say, Christina, please.
It's going to happen anyway.
It happens
It's going to happen
time.
anyway. But
so we are giving you a lot of notice.
Yes.
A lot of notice because it happens every time. Join now.
Yes.
Right this second.
Join
or you will
now.
Forget.
And special bonus too, when we usually go live, we go live to the waitlist members a little earlier. So they actually knew about it a little earlier.
Yep. So if you get on the wait list.
And
there you go.
Want to do a couple quick shout outs to the people that have joined already. It's that list right there.
That is a very long list.
Yes, it is that list there. Do you want to do that?
Okay, so here's the thing, you guys. Enrollment has only been open for like less than 12 hours.
Yep.
12 hours?
Yeah,
less than
true.
12 hours. And we have a huge list. So I cannot go through all of the names that have joined so far, but we'll just Latoya, welcome. Brittany, Brianna, Jenny, Brooke, Miranda, Stacy, Hannah, Ashley, Isoma, Renita, Kaylee, Charlie. Hi, Charlie. Lindsay, Octavia, Lauren, Alan, Peter, Jackie, Olu, Carlos, Laura, Abigail. Okay, this is a really long list, you guys. Okay,
here, hold on. I'll scroll. I'll scroll for you. I can do the scrolling part. I'm really good at scrolling.
Gifty, Jade, Erica, Giovanni.
Yeah.
I can't even rename. Ray, Jody, Kelsey. Okay, yeah, we're gonna end it there. Hello, everybody. We will, as you guys come into the membership community, we will keep shouting off names. There's a very long list here, so thank you so much for everyone that has joined. Erica, Lakita, Kathy, Darshana, Laura, Giselle, Pashera, and let's.
Yeah. All right. I think that's good.
We're good.
But
okay,
thank you guys for everyone
Thanks
that
for
joined, all the people that we weren't able to shout out. Welcome to you guys as well.
Yep.
We are glad to have everyone, and our memberships members are glad to have you too. Barbara, hello, and people will be joining into the Facebook group as well. So be sure to make everyone feel welcome. Say hi.
Boom.
Drop a note.
Drop a note.
Yeah.
Let everybody know that you joined. Drop a note. Hi, our Brielle, hello. I'm going to shout out on Instagram.
All right.
Break free, hello, yay! You say yay! I agree with you. Hey, Kimberly. All right.
Hi,
Let
Daphne.
me scroll
Hi,
Instagram.
Manya.
Sonia. Okay, so if you guys have questions for nursing school, do it.
Perfect. All right. So we're still here to answer you guys' questions. So let's jump into
any cost for joining the membership. It's $39 per month or $3.90 per year. That question was just on YouTube.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
There you go. Boom.
Awesome. So
welcome to all our new members.
Happy Sunday. Happy new week to everyone. Hope you guys are having a good one.
Cheers.
Having your morning, afternoon, or evening coffee, depending on where you are at
in the world. Cheerio.
All right.
I'm going to start saying that.
Cheerio.
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 All right. Shall we hit up some questions?
Let's do it.
Which one do we want to?
I like the first one. Well, because we were just talking about it.
Yeah, we were. Did you want to?
Hi, can you explain what's the first step to get into nursing school, please?
And
I'm still not really sure. What's the first step? What would you guys say is the first step to getting into nursing school? And I feel like the first step is kind of subjective.
It is very subjective.
So it's like the first step deciding you want to go to nursing school. That doesn't sound too practical, though. They're probably wanting like practical things like
waking up in the morning, maybe.
Oh, Barbara says it depends on your program. Totally right, Barbara, because some programs require like the TEAS test, right? Some require the PACS test. Some require like I don't know. Does anybody have to take like the GRE to get in to nursing school, or is the GRE just for like other programs? I don't know. There's like,
I looked at taking the GRE and then I
didn't. The SATs, like you have to take the SATs in high school. That's required probably for your college if you're going to college right out of school. But then if you're like me, nursing was like my third college degree. That's right.
Third? Okay. All right.
That's my third college degree.
I can see that.
So I did not have to like retake the SAT to go to nursing school.
Yeah.
But that would be crazy if they like make you sit down with all these like 16-year-olds and take the SAT to go to nursing school. No, they don't make you do that. At least I don't think they do. So I don't know. What do you guys say is the first step?
The first step, and actually I was thinking about this because when you think about it at first, it is a very subjective answer. What is the first? And you can
deciding to go.
Yeah. You can be a little flippant. Oh yeah, you need to wake up in the morning, or you need to be born, or you need to decide to go. And I think that I mean, to be on a more serious note, if you want to dive into it a little deeper, it is really the decision. I need to decide to go. I think another thing from our perspective, our view, you want to pray about it, and you want to see if that's God's calling for you, and you really want to make sure that that's in alignment with what God calls you to do too. So definitely pray about it. Definitely pray about it and talk to others. Get in your circle. We have talked about take everyone's opinions with a grain of salt. We talked about that in other AMAs, whether they're trying to hold you back or whatnot, or trying to quote unquote protect you, even though that's not necessarily what you need. So take that with a grain of salt, but I'm not saying not to talk to people. So definitely talk to people, see what their thoughts are. And at the end of the day, decide to go and go 100%.
All in.
All in.
All in. So you might have like that TEAS test, you might have a PACS test, you might have a HESI entrance exam, you might have some tests that you have to take. You definitely have to do your prereqs, you definitely have to apply. That's probably pretty close to it, to like go into nursing school, and then you can start your program. Yeah,
and then there's all that practical stuff, but whatever.
All the practical stuff. Giving up the A and doing your best and passing. Yes, there's that. There's that. Okay.
I want to do this one because I saw A4 22%. Hey, welcome for joining. Welcome for joining. Welcome to you. Hello. Hi, guys.
Hey, wait, what happened?
This question, because this person is on right now.
Oh, sweet. Hello.
And I want to talk about it because that's just what I want to do.
Yeah. Sounds good. Okay, do it.
All right. So you asked this question a couple AMAs ago, and we weren't able to get to it. So I do try and capture everyone's questions, and if it will help a lot of people, I try and bring it up again. So
we don't forget about you.
A for 22%. Thanks for joining, and thanks for joining. I've seen you a couple different times on the AMAs.
Yeah,
so
like lots.
Thumbs up for that. You did ask a question. Is it worth carrying a nurse clipboard with all my paperwork, or is it holding me back?
So I could see that definitely going that way. So for our school, okay, so here's what I'm going to say. First off, check with your school because our school did not allow that. It's an infection control issue. So, you know, we weren't allowed to carry things with us, and I wouldn't honestly recommend it, especially not in this environment. Like, you just don't want, I mean, here you go. Like take your book into somebody's room and then, you know, and then go put it down in someone else's room. No, thanks. So we just don't, no clipboards. No, like if you can't have it on your person, like strapped to you or something. I always had my what you call it? This guy.
Yeah.
This guy right here, and my little hip fanny pack thing.
Fanny packs. Let's bring that back.
Let's bring fanny packs back, friends. I really like that. On like my person, it's like I feel like it's better than pockets. But you know, pocket. I don't know.
Yeah.
Scrubs have so many pockets.
But I did think you did bring up a good point that you actually weren't allowed to. That is,
we were not allowed.
It's actually policy. So make sure what the policies are, whether you have to or not. I'm guessing that their policies are leaning towards not everything that you're saying.
Yeah, for sure. So, I would definitely say right now, definitely not. Yeah. Carry a clipboard around with you. Maybe a small notepad you can put in a pocket and a pen.
Yeah.
Totally. Yes, when I was in nursing school, definitely a little notepad, your brain sheet, all that stuff. Brittany says, good question. Yeah. Yep. Ooh, that's a
you want to do that one?
Okay, Instagram, let's go.
All right.
How do you handle a family member not being supportive or basically absent during your journey? I would imagine nursing school journey. So you mean through okay. So this could go a couple of ways. I'm assuming that it's a really close person like your spouse. That's my assumption based on what, because you're asking this question. I feel like if it wasn't that important to you, it was someone else in your life that was not, it's fine. Then you probably wouldn't be asking the question. But this is a really good question for us because if it was if you were absent through my nursing journey, what would I do?
I think that's a really good point, clarification or whatnot. When you say family member, the assumption is that they are close. So spouse or a close family member. I think the first question delving into that is really how close they are.
Yeah.
Because the closer that people are, the more weight their opinions weigh on you.
Oh, for sure.
If it's some person off the street that while you're driving down, they yell at you, "Hey, don't go to nursing school."
You're like,
I mean, okay, peace.
Yeah.
That is,
you do you, man.
Yeah,
See you later.
But the closer you have a relationship with someone, then yes, the more weight their opinions do weigh on you. So yeah, how close they are, I think definitely a spouse would be really close, or direct family members would be closer. So I think that's the first line, is determining how close they are, and also how much of weight should their opinions carry on you. We have talked about mindset a lot, and also just kind of being prepared on people trying to be supportive in their own way. And I think that that's part of it too, is recognizing where they're coming from. Are they really not being supportive, or are they being supportive in their own way? We don't want you to get hurt. We don't want you to try so hard and feel sad when it might not work out. We want to protect you, but sometimes that's not what you need. So I think a big part of it is seeing where they're coming from, understanding their viewpoint. Not necessarily that you'll take their viewpoint, but at least you'll be able to understand them better.
Yes. So she clarified.
Okay.
Been in this program for 10 months. It's my dad. He's basically doubted me my whole life. And for the first 6 months, it broke my heart. And now I've realized it isn't for him. It's for me. But sometimes it still hurts a lot. Totally get that.
It is for you. That's a really good part.
Okay. So here's this might be a little bit, this is mindset stuff. maybe a little heavy mindset stuff for Sunday, but I'm just gonna throw it out there. Something that my life coach, Brooke Castillo, look her up, Brooke Castillo at thelifecoachschool.com. Amazing. She's my life coach. And something that she says so much is that it's just a misnomer. It's a misconception. You cannot withdraw love, because love is something that you create for yourself. It's not something that someone else gives to you and makes you feel. Even if if you feel like someone is withdrawing love from you or holding back support from you, that is your thoughts about it. It has nothing to do with them. I know that's heavy for a Sunday, and the first time I heard that, I was like, what? No. Like, of course people can withdraw love from other people, right? Like they can be absent, right? Or like not supportive at all. But here's the thing is, like, if you can switch that in your mind to exactly what Matthew just said, that like they just want what's best for me, and they're acting in a way that is in alignment with what they believe is most important. They do not believe, perhaps, you can just change the story in your mind that they want what's best for you, and they don't want to see you get hurt. And this is how they're acting to have that come across. That is how they're acting in a way that is in alignment with that belief of theirs. If they believe, that they want to do what's best for you, of course. So reframing that in your mind can be extremely helpful for you. And this goes, you guys, we get this question a lot. Like, what do you do if your spouse does not support you through nursing school? If your family doesn't support you, if, your kids are, going, I got an email last week from a nursing student who has been in the program for a little while, and her kids have started to misbehave. Like, what do you do? What do you do when you have all this family stuff around you? And then is kind of it. It's really, a lot of it is just this mindset work, that exactly what you said. Break free, Instagram. It's not about them. It's about you. It's not about them. It's not about their journey. It's about your journey. And you have to get very, very clear on what your priorities are. Not absent, but like apart from what everyone else's ideas and beliefs about your life are. If you decided to do something, and maybe so that's not a really good example because we're married, and I feel like there are spiritual links in a marriage that is different than a daughter to a father, or like friends and stuff like that. So like in this situation, if you're doing something and your dad believes something different, that's okay. It's okay to have those differences. That's totally fine. You just have to do what's best for you and I want to say spiritually, because I believe that a lot of our audience are Christian. So if you truly believe that this is what God has called you to do, I'm not even going to say you shouldn't listen to the world. I'm going to say you can't listen to the world, because you cannot put the world above God, right? So if you truly believe that this is what God has called you to do, then you have to do it. You have to. There's no other option. Would you agree?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. It kind of goes back to, spouses, I think, are a little different. We are one, biblically. So it is a little different. And thank you for being open with everything. And I know that can probably be hurtful. So I appreciate that you're able to open up with us and talk about this. So thank you for sharing. And I'm sure this will help a lot of people. So by you sharing, I'm sure it's helping a lot. So thank you very much for that. With it being your father, I think it is all about mindset. And if it's true or not, I think that kind of is a moot point. What's best for you is to change your mindset and come at it from a place of understanding that they're trying to help in the best way that they know how. It might not come across as helpful at all. I understand that. It might actually come from a negative space from their point of view, but all that matters is your thoughts and what you're doing. So try and spin it that, you know what, they're trying to love me and support me the best way they can. They don't know how, but I appreciate that they are still my father and that they still want the best for me. And take that in and say, you know what, I understand that. Thank you for your what you're saying, but I know me, I know my journey, I know what God has called me to do, and I'm going to do it. And this is my journey. Like you said, this is my journey. I am on this journey. I invite you to come along with me. If you don't want to come along with me, that's fine. You're still my father. I will still love you back, right?
And honor you.
And honor you. And we can still be a family.
Absolutely.
And that's okay.
And it also goes, it's just, okay, so think about this. I wish I messaged you guys about this months ago. Did you guys know that you can email us anytime? hello@nursingsos.com, and we answer questions all day, every day. Seriously, the best. So if you guys ever have any questions about nursing school, let us know. And then, of course, post your questions here in the chat, and we'll try to get to them. So another thing that, just taking it, I guess, one step further, and then hopefully this is just helpful. Hopefully this conversation is helpful for you guys.
Yeah.
Can you love everyone? Regardless of their actions, regardless of their intentions, regardless of anything that they do, say, are whatever. Do you have the ability right now, like truly take a real, clear self-assessment, truly ask yourself, and warning you, you might not like the answer right now. Can you love someone? So think in your mind, someone who you absolutely, completely disagree with. Absolutely are like totally like what, I don't know, I'm not gonna say enemy to you, but like you think like is the worst person in the entire world. Think of that person who you have in your mind. Can you love them? I want to challenge you that you can. So even if someone supporting you isn't showing you love during nursing school, is completely in disagreement to you, does not, you know, is just totally polar opposite to you, and you just completely don't agree with, or don't support, or don't love right now, can you love them? And I challenge you that you can. Absolutely. Find that place to love. We love God and we love others, right? That's the call. That's the call. Love God, love others. God did not say, love God and love others unless they don't support you. Love God, love others unless they don't love you back. That is not what the Bible says. The Bible says love God and love others, which means that we have the capacity within us to love everyone, no matter what. No matter what. No matter what they believe, no matter if they support us, no matter if they love us back. We have the capacity to love everyone, always. Okay.
Thank you.
That's all I have to say about that. I think that's really helpful.
I hope that is helpful for you and for others that are listening, that I'm sure there are more than you that are in probably the exact same position. So
I for sure know that there are.
I appreciate that.
Because we get a lot of emails about it. A lot of emails about this. So there you go.
All right. 1 second. And then we do have a question from Facebook.
Hello, Facebook.
I see you.
Okay, so
Facebook.
Here's the thing with Facebook is we have the screen right here on Facebook, but we cannot see comments. For some reason, okay, technology is weird for me, you guys. Me and technology. First off, I pretty much break every computer within like a year. That's kind of me. Like Matthew knows. I have to pretty much get a new computer every year because somehow I break them. Okay, Facebook, when I go live on Facebook, it does not show me comments. I just got Instagram Reels, but I cannot add audio. I just don't have the audio button for like music, right? I don't have the music button. So we're going to figure that out. Expect some pretty great Reels here pretty quickly because I'm so excited about it, you guys.
They might not have sound, but they're still good. You should still watch them.
No, they will have sound. I will fix it. I will figure it out. And then on my Instagram stories, I cannot share other people's stories. I don't know. I just don't have the functionality that all you guys have. Facebook and Instagram hide things from
me. Fix it. All right. So
we should be best friends. Me and.
So from Facebook,
Mark? Is that Mike?
Mark. Zuckerberg.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Him. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So I'll hit this one because this is one of the reasons we're live. Someone asked, when does next enrollment start? We are open now.
We are open right now.
Right now, we are open.
And have no future plans.
So we are open right now. So go ahead and go to nursingSchoolofSuccess.com/join and join.
And join.
There you go.
Okay, there you go.
So that's that one. And here's one. I wasn't sure the answer to this, and probably a quick answer here.
Okay, I will do a quick answer.
Do you have any videos on substance abuse and addictions disorders?
Oh, that's so good. No, we do not. But actually, Matthew, can you write that on the list? Okay. We have a list somewhere for future videos, and we can go there to get things.
What are we doing?
Valerie, welcome Valerie to the Nursing SOS membership community.
Yes.
And Latasha, welcome to the Nursing SOS membership community, Latasha. And then if you go to close, we can see.
Oh, you want to look at that?
What she's doing? Yeah. Okay. Good.
Okay.
Yep. We do not have. So inside the membership community, we do not have addiction stuff. Actually, I don't think anybody's ever asked for it.
Okay. So that's probably why we don't.
Write it on the list.
That's why we do not. But yes,
mark it
if you guys want things in the membership, let us know. Email us.
Yes.
And enter it, type it in, whatever.
This is how we type it in.
Send it in through our private Facebook group if you're part of the membership, and we'll take all that into account while we discover, define, decide what are the D words.
What are the D words? It's
what
Sunday,
we want
you guys. Give us a break.
What we want to do next.
Love it. Is it for LPN or RN? Wait, is this account for LPN or well, okay, it's for both. It's for both. The thing is that when you join the Nursing SOS membership community, you can use it for your LPN or LVN program. You just have to go in knowing that there's more stuff in there than what you will use in school. So it is, there's nursing assessments, like the RN assessment, RN care plans, things like that, that you will not use for your school. So just so you know, don't get overwhelmed.
So Micah, if you are on the wait list, this again from Facebook, if you were on the wait list, then you should be getting emails about that enrollment is open. So go ahead and make sure to check promotions or your other email boxes. Make sure that it didn't get stuck in there. Otherwise, just go straight to nursingSchoolSuccess.com/join and we'll go to the sales page and you can just buy it right now.
Boom! Become a member.
There you go. All right.
Thank you both. So grateful I jumped on here today. I have a question from Instagram.
Yes, you may go.
Is nursing a profession or an occupation?
Ooh, that's semantics.
I'm not sure. I'm not clear on the definition of either of those two things, to be honest with you. I've answered this question before, I believe, in an email. I think it was I've gotten a couple of emails lately asking me to interview. People want to interview me for their school things or other. So I've done a couple of those the past couple of weeks. And I think that was one of the questions was, is it a profession or an occupation? Are you this person?
Barbara says a profession and Stag says it's a profession.
I mean,
too.
I would say
I don't
it's a
know
profession
what is
too, but I don't know the difference.
Yeah.
And here's what I'm thinking is the difference. Well, the difference for me, profession is, it's kind of like the Dave Ramsey thing. Dave Ramsey says to not get a job. You don't go get a job. It's kind of like that. Like, don't go get a job. Like, do something you actually want to do. So for a profession, I would say almost profession has like a spiritual component to it, because nursing, I truly believe, has a spiritual component to it. It's a calling. It's a calling by God. Whereas an occupation is just something you do, 9 to 5, go home, don't think about it. Okay. Nursing, on the other hand, is like, this is what you are called to do. That's what I'm going to say. Okay.
All right. Yeah. So a lot of it goes into, defining those terms, profession versus occupation. Well, I've been studying up the Socratic method.
Oh, yeah.
Lately.
That's right.
And I don't know, do they still teach Socratic method?
I never learned it.
Yeah. So the very first part of the Socratic method when breaking down these kind of questions is define your terms, make sure that everyone is on the same page of what the terms are. Because I mean,
what are the definitions?
Yeah, what are the definitions? Because profession, occupation, job, they're all, I mean, if you look it up in the sources, probably come up as synonymous, even though there are nuances, which is why we're asking this question. So yeah, be sure to make clear what the definitions are, because some people just might have different ideas in their mind, different definitions, and so you can talk and argue about things, and then you come down to it, and you guys actually had the same idea, but you just had the definition swapped. So yeah, definitely. If we think about profession as being a calling, as being, you know what, this is what I meant to do. I'm passionate about this. I want to do this for the rest of my life, or I have this really close affinity to this. Then yeah, I think that's really the difference. And yeah, I would put nursing under that category of profession. Whereas if you put occupation in the same category as a job or a job, or just something that I need to clock in, clock out, just get my time in and get out of there. I'm sure there are nurses that do that, and it is a occupation or job for them. But I think that ideally you'd want this to be a passion that you want to pursue and excel at.
Yeah, it's a difference. Like, are you just working for a paycheck?
Yes.
Or are you working to work and worship God? That's the difference in my mind, I guess. Yeah. You know, because you can't, I mean, there's only, you guys have heard that. I mean, there's so many like phrases like this, right? Like you'll never, like the motivation, right? Your motivation's not going to be there if you're only doing it for money. Like nursing, right? Like you're not going to be an amazing nurse if you're only there for money, right? But if you're there to serve God and serve others, then that's, you know, that's where the really, in my mind, the profession goes. Like, you know, I would also say actually like profession versus occupation, I don't know, maybe more, not on the spiritual side, but more like kind of practically is like profession requires continuing education. That could be. I don't know.
Yeah, again,
someone let me know the definitions.
It's all definition. So if that is
Someone
under the definition, then again, nurses fit into that.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. That's my answer to that. I hope that was helpful.
Okay.
Maybe you are the one that emailed me a couple weeks ago asking for my answer, which was that.
Okay. All right. Here's another one. And before I do this, hello. Welcome,
hello,
everyone.
Did we even like say who we are?
No, we did not, but everyone knows. So anyway, welcome to the Nursing School Show, Sunday edition. Sounds like a spiritual Sunday edition, so hooray.
Yeah.
We have been delving into that, but this is Christina. I am Matthew. This is a show where Christina answers all your nursing school questions, and I answer all the other questions that no one actually really wants to know, but I give it to you anyway. You are my captivated audience, and I will share until I cannot anymore. Until
you leave.
Until you leave. So please do not leave, because
that's great.
I cannot share with anyone else.
I have no friends. It's a selfless calling, absolutely. Stag 42,000. That's how many zeros there were.
Yep.
Counting zeros.
So
here.
Thank you all for joining.
Hi Anna. Hi Angie.
Nursing school question from YouTube. What do you focus on when studying mental health?
Ooh, love this one. I really like psychiatric nursing. I think it's super cool. Compare and contrast charts. Have you guys heard me talk about this before? Yeah. Yeah. Are you sick of
Everyone
it yet?
nod your head.
Are you sick of it yet?
Compare and contrast charts.
So for anything that you just have to memorize, which is a lot of mental health. Mental health also has a lot of medications. A lot of the disorders are so similar, but they have some very stark differences to them. So I really like compare and contrast charts on like whiteboards or something. I've got like 2 gigantic whiteboards over there that I used in nursing school. So compare, contrast, write out comparison, similarities and differences. Similarities was the word that I was looking for. Similarities and differences. Write those out, compare and contrast them. It's just very nice to see like what's the same and then what are the slight differences or stark differences, whichever. That's really helpful for mental health. And then mental health is a lot of the medication. So let's just do this now because I feel like I do this pretty much like every live we do at the end. Drug guide. So when you go through a drug guide, this is the Davis drug guide that I recommend just because it's the one I normally use. Red tab section has all the drug classifications here for you. So I always recommend that you learn your medications by the drug class, learning the mechanism of action of the pharmacologic class. Now, this section here, the red tab section, is both therapeutic and pharmacologic classes mixed together. Pharmacologic is the best way to go, but sometimes you can only do therapeutic. That's fine. Just try to do pharmacologic because that's based on the chemical structure of the medication. And anyway, I dive deeper into that in a YouTube video. If you want to check it out, go to YouTube, Nursing SOS Pharmacology or Nursing SOS Medications. It's something, you'll find it there. It'll be there. Yeah. Hello. So general action and information of the medication class, the class of drug. So that is what you want to focus on. And then next, you'll come over to like the white pages here, which are all the individual medications. Once you know the mechanism of action of the drug class, you will then know the mechanism of action of all the individual drugs that are in that pharmacologic class. So once you know that, then you can do like side effects, nursing assessment, nursing interventions, all those things. It's so much easier to learn if you learn your meds first based on drug class. High level overview of that. Again, I do a deep dive into that process and the system that we have for studying pharmacology on YouTube. So go to YouTube, Nursing SOS Pharmacology, Learn Meds Faster, something like that.
That's what
and
the
if
thumbnail
you
says.
are,
Learn Meds Faster.
The thumbnail says Learn Meds Faster. If you are in the Nursing SOS membership community, check out, we have a whole course on how to study pharmacology, and that's all there for you. So if you are inside the membership community, there you go.
All right.
Did I fully answer that question or did I miss something?
I think this is good. So compare and contrast. Whenever you say compare and contrast and make a list, you know what I keep thinking of?
Do I want to know?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you do want to know. No, How I Met Your Mother.
Okay.
And Ted. Yeah. Whenever Ted has to make a decision, he always pulls out his pad of paper and does the whole compare and contrast or the whole pros and cons list, the pros and cons list. So I don't know, for all those How I Met Your Mother fans out there, I am sad that it ended years ago. But anyway.
Years ago.
Another question. I'm an LPN and about to start my prerequisites for the Bridge program.
Congratulations.
What's your best tips for passing A&P 1 and 2?
A&P 1 and 2. Again, same. Well, okay, not the same thing as compare and contrast. Rote memorization, flashcards, and whiteboards. Flashcards literally saved me in A&P. So many flashcards. So many flashcards. So totally. Flashcards and whiteboards for anything that's just memorization.
Yeah, rote memorization,
that'll do it for you.
repetition, repetition writing, teaching other people.
Yep.
Depending on your learning style, what is the different learning styles? Kinetic or auditory or others. Visual,
auditory,
tactile,
kinesthetic, which I think is the kinesthetic.
Yeah,
learning is like the tactile learning, movement.
Taste is taste one. I'm not sure if taste is one.
Visual? Did we say visual yet? I don't remember. It's Sunday. Happy Sunday,
but anyway, yes, repetition, lots of repetition. Writing over and over again, teaching other people so that you hear it and that you actually go through it as well. I think those are good.
When you join the membership, can you stay enrolled or do you need to rejoin every time during open enrollment? No, you stay in. Like once you're in, you're in. You stay in.
Yes, you stay in.
You can stay in.
It is either monthly or yearly.
Yep, subscriptions.
If it is monthly, then it's billed just every monthly automatically. So automatically.
Automatically.
If it's
like Netflix. Netflix for nursing school.
Netflix for nursing school. If it's annually, then you pay up front for the year. You get 2 months free. Yep. And then you just pay annually like that. So.
Yeah. It's so funny because every during we just had some of these, we were just talking about it. That some of the people that joined last night, we got several emails from students that are like, oh, I just logged in and it's awesome. And I want to do the annual, get 2 months free. So we're like, switching things over.
Switching people around.
Switching people around. So you can for sure go from, if you just want to like try it out for a month or so, join on the monthly. And then we don't have very many people that cancel, to be honest with you. And then if you want to upgrade to the yearly, you get 2 months free. So that's pretty great. And by the way, I was just talking about this. I get so sassy on I just get sassy all the time. I'm kind of sassy. We don't have cancellation fees. Why would people ask me that? I don't understand. So that's my sass coming across. That's my sass. It's just I feel like other companies ruin it for everybody. Like, no, we do not have cancellation fees. That would be crazy. Why is cancellation fees even a thing? We were just talking to Nicole, our community manager, about this. She had a terrible customer service experience last week. And so we were talking about it. I'm like, I'm so glad we're not that way. She's like, I'm so glad we're not that way. Like, if you, man, you guys just know that we take care of you. You don't have to worry about things like that. This is ridiculous.
Ooh, this is an interesting.
He's crazy.
This is an interesting one. I don't think we've had one quite like this yet.
Oh, there's no cancellation fee. That's what I was saying. Sorry, Dalton. There's no cancellation fee. That would be crazy. That's why I've
JK.
Oh,
thanks,
this is
Dalton.
JK. You scared me.
Yeah.
Why do people think we have a cancellation fee? Okay. I'm just gonna.
We can add one in if you want. Do you guys want it?
No, that's terrible. Okay.
If you really want to, we can.
He's like, got her.
It's fine.
Bummer. Sorry. Like, no, people can't think that that's terrible. I really pride myself on our customer service. Like, that's so important to me. It's so important to me. And then I know it's a mindset thing for me, but it crushes my soul. It crushes my soul when people are like, I don't know, they just, it's just like other companies that do these crazy things to you guys. And then you expect us to do those crazy things too. And that's not the case. Like, we take care of you. Okay, Christina, settle down.
She's very customer focused, if you can tell.
Very student focused. Like, helping you through nursing school is what I do.
Me, I'd add a cancellation fee if you want it. I give the people what they want.
Give the people what the people want.
No, just kidding. No, we do want to make sure that everything is as easy to follow and very clear as possible. We always strive to make things as clear as possible, and we're always trying to improve. We're not perfect, so if you guys have any suggestions as well, go ahead and comment or email or let us know. So
how can we make it better for
how may we help you?
That literally keeps me up at night. Like, how can we help our students more? Really.
Question from YouTube. Hello, I work graveyard shift. When should I study?
When you can. Okay, so here's the thing. I love this. So I was in our Facebook group. We have a private Facebook group for members. And one of our members, did you see this? She posted, she's like, Christina, I'm using the nursing school planner, and I did not know how much free time I actually have. I'm like, yes, I know. Because that's exactly what happened to me. So here's the thing. Get a planner. If you get the nursing school planner, that's cool. It's there. NursingSchoolOfSuccess.com/planner. It's a printable PDF downloadable planner for you. It's amazing.
I can get for the YouTube peeps.
If you want that one, you can do that one. You don't have to. Go to Target, find a pretty planner. The thing is that you need to plan your time, especially if you work graveyard shift. I know you're probably like, Christina, I work graveyard shift. I have no time to study. I'm going to question you on that. Specifically because if you have time to be on this live, you probably have time to study. Is that too sassy? So, I can just about guarantee that you have more free time than you are actually thinking you do right now. I hope that was clear. Dalton, she went there. Dalton, you're just about my favorite person. Yeah.
I think you have
maybe I'm a little too sassy. They're like, Christina, calm down.
you have given I think there was a YouTube that you were talking about, YouTube or in the membership, I don't remember, but talking about time and studying time. I think it was actually going through the planner and how to plan out your day.
Yeah.
And definitely like it depends on your personal situation. So I think the exact answer that you said there is like if you have kids and you're driving them around or whatnot, any kind of spare time, if you're idling in the parking lot or any spare bit of time that you can spare, little chunks, go ahead and study real quick. Make sure that the things that you can study are quick and consumable. So you're not always stopping in the middle of something. But yeah, I think that was one of the examples you gave. But really, it is an exercise on
time management,
on creativity, prioritization,
constraint.
Yeah.
All of those good qualities. Because here's the thing too, what I notice a lot with nursing students is that when you get down to study, man, what do? What do you have in front of you? Everything, right? You've got all the textbooks. Oh, all my books are like over there. You've got all your textbooks all laid out. That is not helpful for you. It's not as helpful for you if you're going back and forth between 15 different textbooks than it would be if you had like 2 in front of you. 2 resources, practice constraint. You shouldn't be switching your attention from one thing to another. Just make sure that when you sit down to study that you're actually focused on studying and that you're studying the most efficient way possible. That's how we do it. Break free. Night shift is hard, but you have downtime between rounds, vitals, etc. That's when I study. But even if you can't study at work, before and after work, when you wake up, etc., when you're eating, perfect. Yeah, I used to, as a CNA, I worked night shift, and oh man, that was rough. Night shift is hard, especially if you're not like a man. I'm gonna say having a baby is hard. We have a 5-month.
Is he 5 now? 5 months
Is
old?
he 5 now?
Not 5 now, but yeah.
5 months. And like, you're just kind of up all night. Being up all night is hard when the whole world is sleeping.
It is. You can go into the whole other studies and whatnot on whether people can adjust for that or are people really built to sleep at night and whatnot. I think there's probably a mixed bag of different studies depending on which ones you want to look at. But
that's fancy.
That's interesting.
I took the NCLEX with a newborn. I took the NCLEX with a newborn. So like staying up late, I was basically up all night studying for the NCLEX. Being with a baby all day. So, you can do it. It's absolutely possible. Back to all the mindset stuff.
Yeah, totally it's a lot of it is mindset. We keep coming back to that mindset thing. So
yeah, because it's just so important.
All right.
Yep. You go.
More of an opinion piece more than anything, but Connie,
you guys love my opinions apparently.
Which is most difficult, OB or PEDS?
Oh that's a really good question. What's most difficult, OB or pediatrics? I think they're both relatively challenging in their own ways. I think that depends on what your affinity is. We got pretty much anytime. I was just looking at our new members that just joined last night. So when you join the Nursing SS membership community, you get immediate access to our Facebook group, private Facebook group. And so I was welcoming our new members, and then a lot of them were like labor and delivery, like they want to be labor and delivery nurses, labor and delivery, so many labor and delivery nurses, like future labor and delivery nurses. And so I think if that's your jam, then you will probably think pediatrics is harder. But if pediatrics is your jam, you probably think that L&D is harder, labor and delivery is harder. For me, labor and delivery totally freaks me out. Now having like 2 babies. No.
Your perspective can change.
Your perspective changes. Can change. No, I think they were both more difficult. For these reasons. Okay, labor and delivery and like maternal OB there's just a lot of nuances to it that is different than med-surg. The studying tips remain the same, however, which is great. Because there's a lot of specific disorders to OB, maternal labor and delivery, that stuff. So carrying a baby brings its own issues sometimes. So you learn about those, which is just a whole new world. So that can be different. Same thing with pediatrics. Pediatrics has the whole vaccination schedule, infectious diseases. There are 1,000. So yeah, that we talk about a lot. Flashcards and whiteboards.
Yeah.
Just a lot of memorization. There's all the congenital abnormalities that can happen with pediatrics. There's a lot. Yeah. So it's just, I mean, it's a lot to know, and it's just very different from med-surg. So I would
personal
what's
opinion,
harder?
Yeah.
I don't know. I actually really like peds because a lot of the congenital issues were cardiac issues, and I really like the cardiac system. So for me, I think peds was easier than OB, personally.
Okay.
Because really want to help. Gross. OB. Like, I've had 2 babies, and I don't want to be that nurse. Like, no. Personal opinion. So there's that. Okay, what you got?
All right.
What you got from Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube?
From Facebook, any general tips for nursing skills? They have a Foley check for their final.
Why do you guys ask me about skills? You know I failed every single one of them the first time. I remember doing the, oh man. We had some really nice instructors in my skills lab that were very scary, but very nice. Very scary and nice.
See you, Dalton.
Like, bye, Dalton. Thanks for being awesome.
Yeah.
You're hilarious.
Yeah.
Points to you, friend.
You had a Dalton in your nursing school.
I did. Yeah. He was awesome. So yeah. Daltons are cool. I've had very good experiences with Daltons. So, man, like, they were nice. These instructors for our skill topics were nice. They were scary. And, like, you guys, like, there's, like, sterile gloves. How do you put on sterile gloves when you're sweating so much and your instructor is standing there with a clipboard marking everything wrong? So scary. So I literally failed every single skill the first time. True story. Then I did the retake and passed. So I would say, honestly, best advice for skills is to do it until you have it like muscle memory memorized.
Wow. All right.
Muscle memory memorized. Do it again and again and again. And honestly, if you can, this might be a little weird now with the whole online nursing stuff, you know, things like that. But if you are
things that are happening.
Things that are happening out there in the world. If you have the ability to go to your skills lab and practice, I would definitely ask whatever instructor that is there on campus, like in your skills lab, to watch you practice. Have them watch you so that in your practice for skills, you're still getting that practice of having someone watch you and, like, you know, see everything you're doing wrong, basically. It's just, you know, it helps. We were just talking about that. However you are going to test, do that beforehand, right? Like, if you can study in the same room or around the same area that you're taking your exam. So that same thing, put yourself in the same situation that you will be in when you take the exam. So if you are checking off a skill in skills lab with an instructor there, your instructor is going to be standing over you the whole time with a clipboard, marking off everything you do wrong. So knowing that, when you practice, ask your instructor. Doesn't have to be your instructor. It could be any other instructor in the skills lab. Ask them to watch you practice, give you pointers, give you feedback so that you are more prepared for a couple of things. They can give you feedback, which is really good information for you to know when you go take your skill, right? You need to make sure that you're making the changes and doing it correctly. But then also, you just get the practice of having someone standing over you with a clipboard marking things off and marking things wrong.
I'd say that that's probably a big hurdle to get over. It's the nerves. It's the same thing like speaking in front of people. What do? You practice speaking in front of people.
Right,
and
yeah, for sure.
A lot of people, in the top fears, right? That is probably number one, even over like death or other things like that, is speaking in front of people. So I think that probably goes a lot into it, is desensitizing yourself to that. So yeah, I really like that idea of practicing in front of people, especially other teachers that can be critical, in a way that also they can tell you pointers and whatnot. But yeah, just the practice in front of other people watching is definitely a big deal.
Hey, you want a good way to practice talking in front of people and doing things in front of people? Start a YouTube channel. Do it.
Yeah, that's another way to go.
Have you guys seen my first Facebook Live from 3 years ago? No, you haven't, because I took it down because it was terrible.
It's gone.
It's gone.
There was,
but you can see the next couple that are still terrible. But no, I kept that one, the first one, because I always tell myself that one day I'm going to like get on stage somewhere and speak it, like, I don't know, wherever, and show it like a whole list of all my failures, because I want people to know that success is built on a pile of failure.
That is true.
And that Facebook Live
is a pile of failure.
It's a pile of failure.
I don't really remember it, so yes. I'm sure it was fine.
You don't remember it because it was terrible.
Blocked it from my memory.
Blocked it from your memory.
So some people are asking
Great.
about the membership. Life. So again, membership is open. Go ahead, join up right now if you'd like to. NursingSchoolofSuccess.com/join. People were asking about rates. So it is $39.
Rates.
What are those? If you get the annual one, you pay upfront annual and get 2 months free. So $390.
Yep.
For the year, per year. Yeah. If you do monthly, it is billed monthly. If you do yearly, it's billed yearly. People are asking, are there any discounts? Are there any special prices, rates, new members, blah, blah, blah?
We never discount.
We never discount.
I know. We get that a lot. We do not discount. It's very important to us that everyone's paying the same thing in the Nursing SOS membership community. So it gives me bad vibes, man. If someone's like, hey, get it now for like 20% off. Oh, wait, 3 days later, now it's full price. Oh, wait, now you can get 7% off. Oh, hey, 50% off in a month. And then you're like, well, should I, like, oh, shoot. Like, wait, hang on. Should I have joined 3 days ago? Should I wait and join 2 months from now? Because it might be 60% off. No, we don't do that. No, every time we open, it's $39 or $390. However, it will be going up at some point in most likely the near future. We're adding a bunch of things. So it's not going to stay the same price, but it's never going to decrease. So there's that.
So yeah, we don't run deals like that. When you join, it's very upfront and clear how much it is. We believe that we provide the amount of value, and that we do try and help you guys as much as possible. You guys get a whole bunch of resources. And we are there to help you along the way.
It's pretty much the best.
And by we, I mostly mean Tina, because you won't want my help. But
he's there for the comedic value.
Yes, I do edit the videos, so I do a couple of things.
You do something.
If you
you do a lot.
I do something. If you guys have any tips for anything that you'd like in the videos, more text, less text, more light, less light,
he's the one
or
you
whatever,
want to talk about.
You can just let me know. But
are you both nurses? No, he's not a nurse.
No. No intention of becoming a nurse either.
That's okay.
That's all right.
We love you anyway.
Thank you. So yes, just to make that clear, prices there. We are adding more, and we are expanding on what we are providing. So price will never go down, and there will never be specials. Prices are looking probably to go up as we keep adding more. So there you go.
Pretty amazing. Are you both nurses? I love that. Someone asks us that every time. Everyone thinks you're a nurse.
Do I look like a nurse? What do nurses look like? I don't know.
Yeah, that's funny. I'm not going to say that on live video.
Let's see here.
His whole family is doctors.
Yes, I am. What did I say the other day that I really liked? I am medical field adjacent.
You're medical field adjacent. Yeah.
I've been to the nurse. I've been to the doctors.
I've
been to the doctor's office. I've seen it. It looks familiar.
Oh, Instagram. So sorry, Instagram. We apparently can only be on live for an hour. So goodbye. It's gonna shut down on us in
Take care.
18 seconds. Oh man, for current members too. Oh, we should clarify the price. If you join the Nursing SOS membership community, your price stays the same.
Oh, yes.
When the price goes up, yours does not.
Yes.
So if you are a member, your price will not increase.
Bye, Instagram.
Bye, Instagram.
That's a really good point. Yeah.
Yeah. So the price does not go up for current members. No, that would be crazy.
That goes back to your
why
sass.
do people ask us these
That goes back to
questions?
your
That would
sass.
be terrible. Why would your price increase if you're already a member? Am I too sassy for you, YouTube and Facebook? Am I too sassy? I don't know. I feel like sometimes it's a little too sassy.
Let us know in the comments.
Whatever. Let us know in the comments if it's a little too sassy for a Sunday. Here's the thing, is I coach how I want to be coached. So when someone talks to me, I just want them to tell it to me straight. And be a little funny about it. That's how I am. Because that's what resonates well with me. So if it doesn't resonate well with you, totally fine.
That's all right.
Take it or leave
That's
it.
okay.
But hey, gotta love the sass.
How often do you do head-to-toe assessments as nurses?
All the time. And actually, I'm constantly assessing our kids. I'm constantly assessing our kids. Hey, we had a little pink eye scare last week, and I'm like, let me see your eyes.
Which is really interesting because of the environment. I'm not sure how pink eye goes around nowadays.
If
but
you were
quarantined
at home, where in the world? But allergy, chemical. Yes. It's
it could happen.
It can happen.
So anyway.
Hey, Barbara loves my sass. Thank you, Barbara. Okay, here. If you're not assessing, it's like what nurses do. Again, sassy. That's probably a little too sassy. What I have to do is I have to toe the line between sassy and rude.
That's true.
I feel like sometimes it's a fine line. Sometimes it's a fine line. You guys know that I say everything in love, right? You know I say everything in love. I love all of you. I love all of you.
Thanks for joining. Yes.
Nurses assess their patients, so you should do it all the time.
It's good practice too, just to.
I used to say assess people at the grocery store when you're standing in line, but now you don't go to the grocery store and you're supposed to stand 6 feet away.
I wouldn't suggest it now. But maybe in the future. Maybe next year. Do it next year.
Maybe
it's
in
fine.
5 years. Yeah. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? When you're allowed out of your house again. Go and assess people at grocery stores when that's a thing again. Okay.
So someone on Facebook asked they're starting IV therapy. Let me just go back and read the actual comment here.
Yeah, I don't know. Start in the spring. What do I focus on starting now? Oh my goodness, it's 10:04.
Yep, it is.
What do I focus on studying now if you start in the spring? Spring would be January, or define spring. January or April, March. So you just really have to practice dose calc. That's really the biggest thing. Dose calc. Make sure that you understand med math. That is what you want to focus on before you start nursing school. But if you start in the spring, man, that's I feel like it's 9 months. You're way ahead of the game.
Yeah.
Dose calc.
Dose calc. I'd say you keep saying dose calc, so I'd say dose calc.
Yep.
Maths. Do the maths. Yeah, here it is. Just I'm starting IV therapy. How do you know what you are feeling for when finding a vein?
Okay, have you guys seen the IV vein finders? Those things are super cool.
Is it like the stud finder? It's a little stud finder for the vein. Is that what that is?
That's great.
You just kind of go, and then it goes beep, 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 and then you stop, and then
Could you imagine?
That's it, right?
Could you imagine?
Stud finder.
You have a little thing that's
Yeah.
beep, 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 beep,
I don't see why that isn't
carotid
a thing.
artery.
I mean, they can do it for walls and wood. Why can't they do it for skin and blood? I mean, get on that.
Funny.
But yeah,
it's no. The how do I call it? like feel your veins, right? Like, I don't know, put a tourniquet on and feel like you can feel the. How do I describe that?
Is it squishy? Is that how you
What
describe
do you mean
it?
by squishy? You will be my little squishy. What is that from?
That's from Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo.
Yes.
What is a little Finding
Barbara,
Nemo?
thank you. Fullness. Feel for fullness.
That's a good word, Barbara. Thanks for helping a girl out. Helping a sister. It feels bouncy. Thank you, Amy.
There you go.
You guys are the
Bouncy.
best.
I like that one.
I like that one too. That's awesome. Yeah, bouncy. But like, I think a stud finder would be perfect.
I think it could.
Someone
exist
get on that.
If it does not
like,
exist already.
beep, 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 beep. And it should be like the volume should equate to the size of the vessel.
Exactly.
So if it's like a smaller vein, it would be like beep, 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 and then it would be like beep, 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 beep. Super close. That'd be awesome.
I think that could be a thing.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree. Oh man, you guys.
Practice, lots of practice.
Happy Sunday.
Lots of practice.
We're not usually here on Sundays.
No,
we're usually
not.
here on our AMAs on Mondays and Wednesdays.
So we will see you guys again tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Same time, same place.
I love you.
Any of the questions that we didn't get to today, I have captured them. There is actually this one, April, if you're still around on YouTube. I do want to talk about this tomorrow if you're able to join. This is a really good one. It involves our previous discussion earlier in the talk about God's calling. And the question is, how do you know if God's calling me to be a nurse? So I do want to talk about that. So I think that's what we'll start out with tomorrow. Does that sound good?
Sounds good. Hey, Barbara,
right.
You say you'll miss tomorrow. I know a lot of you guys might be in class when we do these AMAs. You can always watch the replay, and Matthew goes back through and he timestamps them. So you can go through, just look at the description, and then he'll timestamp the
just each question.
So that you know, like you don't have to dig through the whole video, right?
Yeah. So Amy, what time? So 9 on Monday, 9 Pacific.
9 Pacific, which is 12 Eastern.
And any other time, look at Google, type in 9 Pacific, and then your time zone, and then it will pop up what time that is, because I don't know the whole world.
I don't know the whole world.
I don't know the whole world.
Yeah.
All right. So those timestamps usually come a day or two later because YouTube takes a while. But anyway, they will be there for your watching pleasure.
For your viewing pleasure.
For your viewing pleasure.
Bye, friends.
All right. Take care, guys.
We'll see you tomorrow.
See ya. Bye.
Bye-bye.
And
I have to, like, click the button on